discussion about Bitcoin and taking our current Bitcoin trade, educate the general populace on finances. Think about it. You start becoming your own bank, so to speak. You take more value in your own finances. A lot of people don't know about that. They don't understand that. But if they control every aspect of their money, then they will. They get more invested into it. Oh, you mean all of this boils down to me? So now I can't even put a finger at anybody. This is all on me, and so I'm going to take more time into it. And even the technology aspect of it. This, and again, this
concept that we call the giving economy. So Leif has kind of set up why we think it's very important to diversify Bitcoin. When we mean diversify, it's across everything, man. Rich people, poor people, green people, yellow people. It doesn't matter. Like, and I hope the green people yeah. No, but seriously, we really believe that, like you were talking about with untapped innovation. Leif always says this line that I love. He says, "A room is a great equalizer." You can be in a room with dignitaries and huge politicians and large CEOs, but because you're in that same room with them, all of a sudden you have access and opportunity to at least speak to some of these people that you normally wouldn't have been able to talk to outside of their room. And for us, Bitcoin to us is a huge equalizer. And it's not about just equalizing, spreading wealth and that kind of thing. It's more about giving people opportunity, giving people the tools to be able to do what they need to do with their money. Right now, we all know that the current fiat system is not fair to everyone and everybody. And because of that, people don't have opportunity to even have bank accounts, to even be able to sell goods and services in other countries. I think one of the big pieces of Bitcoin is remittances, like being able to send money somewhere else. I think that's like to another country. I think that's huge. Because all of a sudden, instead of us having to send a lot of aid to these places, people can aid themselves. You know what I mean? To me, that's huge. And so work together, man. We don't have to kill each other and try to conquer everything. If we work together, we truly can make a difference in the world. So another part of the giving economy, there's an application, and you guys are the first ones to hear about it. It's coming from Love Wheel. You will be able to buy the products in it with Bitcoin, but it's called Pay It Forward. Okay? And the application basically allows people to go into stores and buy things from people that aren't even there, that they don't even know. And they buy them and put them on this application. There's a company in Lexington, Kentucky called Cup of Commonwealth, and they have a wall that actually is a Pay It Forward wall, and it's the coolest thing. Like, you go in, like, I have a list, right? And somebody put free coffee for a guy with a list, right? So I go in, I see the list, and I tell my daughter, I was like, look, they got one up here for a guy with a list. All my life, people talk about me having a list. Now I get a free coffee. So I grabbed the list, put off the wall, I walk up there, and I don't even know who put it up there, but I was able to get a free coffee. Now, in that situation, people are like, well, you just giving stuff away. But for the business owner, he loves it, right? Cash flow-wise, he gets more money in advance. He gets money in advance before he even has to sell the product. He probably got a margin on it, of course, so he's getting the cash flow to help his company out. The person who put it up on the wall, she didn't know I always say she didn't know that I was coming in and I have a list, and I was going to get a coffee that day for having a list, but she put it up on the wall, I come in and get it. So everybody in that whole cycle, once again, feels great. You see what I'm saying? And it benefits everybody. So ideas like that, like Pay It Forward is probably the first one outside of like a pure Bitcoin application that we're working on. But ideas like that are the ideas that we want to push forward with Love Wheel. We want to push forward ideas that instead of us always trying to take, we're giving. So even with the ad, we didn't even discuss the ad network. The ad network is going to be within the Pheeva wallet. You'll be able to look at ads, and most people say, can I cut them off? Well, if you look at the ad, you get more benefit from it because you're in the cooperative, so you're going to get a piece of that ad revenue anyway. So now all of a sudden, the people who advertise to you, you get a piece of that, you buy their product, they get more money, which makes them want to do what? Advertise to you. So it's, once again, cycles. We deal with cycles. It's the circle of life. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah.